I know my dad's smiling down on this today. I know you're there. The head coach and team president of the Washington Redskins, Joe Gibbs.
Don't anybody jump the gun here, okay? Remember, I'm a physical education major. That's ballroom dancing and handball. That's all right. That's about it. That's all you got here. You don't have anything any more than that. The trash truck told us that's it for the game plan. Let's go. We're through. One plate, it was gut. Thank you all so much. Hey, I really appreciate everybody being so nice. So, thank you.
The thing that was so impressive about Joe Gibbs is that he never changed his approach. And you come in, you see Joe's car with the dew on it, and you go, hey, this guy hasn't left.
If anybody can get this team turned around, it is Joe Gibbs and his staff, believe me.
I think Joe Gibbs is the same guy that he's always been. I mean, I don't think there's any difference. Half the teams in the league are running parts of the offense that he brought to the league. So he's got a lot of disciples out there offensively.
What he's done in football is obvious. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame. He's one of the great coaches ever.
Coach Gibbs is the best coach I've ever had. I respect him. You know, I admire him in a lot of ways on and off the field, and he definitely still has the passion.
Joe Gibbs is a fabulous man. I'll say from my perspective, my mom and dad really thought he would save my life just because I was on the team with Coach Gibbs.
We always expect Joe to win. I think deep down inside, everyone expects Joe to win, even though Joe doesn't play. We expect Joe's team to be successful.
Joe Gibbs is really starting to get a feel for this team, and I think it took him a little time getting an understanding of what the new NFL is like, and I believe he's really got it.
He's just now getting to the point where he's got two pretty good backs. He's got a pretty good tight end. Oh, by the way, he's got a young quarterback now.
When you look to the sideline, the camera was tight on Joe Gibbs. He did not take a millisecond to make that decision. He said, we're going for it. You could read his lips.
Not only is Joe Gibbs a great football coach, but he's a father figure to a lot of us on this football team.
Every player wants a coach like Coach Joe Gibbs, and I feel like he's more to us than just a coach. You know, we come over here, he's like a father figure.
When Joe Gibbs says that he's praying for people, that his heart goes out for people, it's not just lip service. He means that, and to me, that's where that leadership comes in.
Anytime you have an opportunity to play for a man like this on a professional level. Now, the National Football League isn't always cozy and a lot of hugs and cookies and milk. It can be a brutal business, but you have a man that's ahead of your organization that cares about his players, and he's able to verbalize it in that way.
He shows you how he pretty much, handle things in life just by talking to him, just by, seeing the way he go at it, and seeing how he take his job serious.
If your coach is sleeping at the park, you don't want to be the guy that hangs out at a club all night and doesn't do what you're supposed to do.
Where does the resilience of this team come from?
The resilience comes first and foremost from our head coach, Coach Gibbs.
Joe Gibbs. We have two great leaders on this football team, Dan Snyder and Joe Gibbs.
When Gibbs drafts people, the #1 thing on his draft board is character.
Just really proud of our football team. I think it exemplifies real heart and character.
Lord's blessed us with a great group of guys that have great heart and character.
I think they got great heart, great character. Got great heart, they got great character.
It was total team, defense leading us, special team heart, and then offense finishing the deal. That's kind of what we try and sell.
We lose a game like that, we all lost it. We all lost it together. That always includes me. In all three phases, we were kind of together. We didn't play well, and we didn't make plays. So. And that, of course, that starts with me, too. And that includes me in there. I felt like we came out with a great attitude and really went after it. For us, when we're hungry and going after it hard, that's when we have a chance to win. I think they went after it for the full 60 minutes. They keep swinging, going hard. They kept swinging. I think Todd fought his guts out. I mean, he stood in there like a man now. He was firing that thing and gave us a chance in the fourth quarter. And to me, it was a courageous effort. But I think it's a real tribute to our players. Going after it as hard as we did. We're the kind of football team that's got to play extremely hard. Fought extremely hard today. We got to be smart. It was kind of all the way across the board. We'll go after it probably from the first bell. We got to go after this with everything we got, figuring they're going to come with everything they got. I figure they're going to play their absolute best and their hardest, but their best. And that's the way to figure it. I think we have some of the most physical practices
that I've been around. It's going to be us keeping the physical approach to things so that we keep playing physical and we keep working hard in practice like we're doing, and practice physical. They're a very physical, tough bunch of guys. I got to tell you this, you earn every inch here. This game came down to inches. It was literally inches. And in 6 of our games, 5 of them have been real close. It comes down to the last play. And when you look at their football team, I think they got a lot of excellent football players. I think their coaching staff deserves a lot of credit. This is a real good football team. I got great respect for them. They're extremely tough. That crowd, I mean, man, it's a tough deal going and playing a real good football team with a quarterback that's hot, too. Everything up here is hard fought. I knew what kind of war this was going to be. This is one of the battles in a year-long war for us, and certainly we had to earn it here. We'll probably be the biggest, underdog in the history of sports. They know how important this is going to be. We know how important this is going to be. Both 3 and 2. We got a huge game next week for us. We're going to play the best football of our life. I say each week, I guess that's the paranoia of the coach. I say each week the next game is bigger than than any game we've ever played. This is going to be a first-class, big-time football game. I'm counting on our fans. You got to help us. I'm thrilled that we're coming back home in front of our crowd. Our fans is the one thing I can count on. I want to get back in front of our fans. I want to start off by saying a big thanks to all of our fans out there. Yesterday, I walked in that stadium, and I felt like the electricity in there. I felt like my heart was right out here beating. Whoop, whoop. Our fans here are kind of what makes us tick. It's the greatest sports franchise in the world and the greatest fans in the world. Our fans, the greatest sports fans in the world, and the greatest sports franchise. Everybody here has heard me say it, but this is the greatest sports franchise with the greatest fans in the world. I appreciate everybody praying for us and pulling for us, and everybody in that stadium the other night, and then everybody else, just period, out there watching. We appreciate you.
Do you enjoy the challenge of this?
I think probably not.
No, but there's a certain, that's why you got into this.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I wanted just to roll over everybody, everybody bragging about me, but me and the team.